How many of you heard of the National Joint Registry? Okay. How many of you heard of the British Bone and Joint Infection Registry? Okay, less so. So, as you know, we live in a world now of registries, okay? NGR being the most famous, but there are all kinds of different registries. And indeed, for the exam, you may well be asked about the pros and cons of registries, what they bring, why are we using registries more and more. And registries are important because they collect data from multiple sources, and they give all of us an idea of what the general state of play is with what we do across all the board, from the best surgeons in the world to the worst surgeons in the world and everyone in between. So it's what our practice is, okay? So the thing about infections and in bone and joint infections is that traditionally we never really collected that data very well. We still don't really know what are the commonest organisms that exist in our own hospitals and regions. So when we talk about antibiotic prophylaxis, we do antibiotic prophylaxis purely on what a particular microbiology department may say. It's not based on the commonest organisms that we see in our practice, which seems a bit mad. So there's a whole variation, there's about 30, 40 different combinations of antibiotic prophylaxis we give for our implants and joint replacements. So Bajir started because we want to try and sort this out. I'm not involved in Bajir directly. This is very much the creation of Mike Reed, and Tim Petheram has been driving this up in Northumbria and Wansbeck, and they have slowly but surely through grit and determination tried to get more and more hospitals on board, okay? So the reason for this is to give you a flavor of Bajir and what it does. So they're collecting data on all bone and joint infections, okay? So as with all things, there's a data collection form, and it's now all online, okay? But essentially, some of the data you're going to collect are what you would expect. The thing about an infection registry is complex. Which CRP at what date do you use? The organisms may change throughout as you go through. So filling in these forms can be complex, but nonetheless, it's important we collect this data. So you can see here some of just how complex the data collection form is, okay? So, but they have done this all now electronically, and you can register, and as professionals, we can join Bajir as a trust. We will then have access to input that data, and they've also now got options to run your MDT through Bajir, which is a really powerful, user-friendly way of using the registry as well. I'm going to stop there because it was literally just a few minutes to talk about Bajir to raise awareness of this as an infection registry, and it is now part and parcel and supported by the Bone and Joint Infection Society as well. So when you guys go out and wherever you become consultants, just remember it's not just periprosthetic joint infections, it's all infections to do with bone and joint. So it's truly an MDT approach. I think that's it.
Thank you.